Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the kit review that I mentioned a couple of days ago, and it arrived yesterday out of the blue. I wasn't really expecting this. I knew something was coming, but I didn't know what it was. And it arrived yesterday. It's from the from GeroDesign.com. The guy who I plug his emblem at the beginning of my videos, and he sent me a few of his diorama kits over the years, and the quality is amazing. Just gets better and better and better, and the things that he's doing are different things that other companies aren't doing. So without further ado, we shall have a look and see what's in this box. I've just had a quick glance through it, but not properly. So all the way from Germany as well, this all the way from Germany. Right, so it's double boxed, all double boxed, and if I can show you the picture, there's a picture somewhere. If I can just show you what it is to start with. It's a German brewery. As you can see, everything is there. The complete diorama is in the box, including all the paving stones. You just need a base to put them on, but everything else is in this box. So we'll have a look and see what comes with what. Let's open it up, and as you can see, the box is very full, and it's been wrapped nicely and protected nicely, so there's no breakages. So I'll put this on the floor, and we'll just go through each part as we go through it all. And again, thank you very much, Tristan, for this. I really do appreciate it. And we even send you what we call polyfiller, and a spackle, and part of the kit, obviously to put things together, I presume, and other bits and pieces. So that's a bonus you don't normally get with other kits. Right, well, what we'll do is we'll get all the resin parts, like a resin ceramic parts out first, and then we can look at all those. All these are wrapped. Right, so let's have a look. I say I just didn't have I had a quick glance, but nothing much. These must be the walkways, I think, or something like that. See, got that in there. Obviously with painting and one thing and another, and got a good base to work from there. Cobbled stone, or sorry, paved gangway of some description. I'll put them back together as we go. And again, we have another one part similar. This one's got the like a tractor thing on it, like a frame. So again, we have that, and the detail is lovely. Again, you got the broken, the dented, the chipped. It's been well used. I have an idea floating around my head what I'd like to do with this, but eventually it will get done. Like anything else in my channel, it will get done, but don't know when. Quality's good again. It's excellent. Not just good, it's excellent. Right, put that over there as well. I think this must be a similar sort of part, because I know there's two gangways or whatever it is. Yep, another part exactly the same. Again, I'll put lingering on that one, which is exactly the same. A couple of smaller parts here. There's a set of steps. It's going up to there. Again, when I first started doing these kits, they were all like plaster and ceramic. There was no wood, like photo etch wood, laser cut wood and all that. But they've come a long way since 2017, I think it was, when he first approached me. Yeah, or 18, one of the two. It was quite a few years ago now, and we have another set of steps as well. I have so many kits of these to build, but just at the moment I'm struggling for space. Right, and then we have, I'll just bring it out as it comes out of the box. We have the paving stones. It's in German, but they're just paving stones. A full bag there. Obviously got some chipped ones and damaged ones, which is inevitable. But there again, you can still use all these. That's no problem at all. That's the base. That's the actual, you know, you cut your base to the size, because it tells you the size on there. It says 23 by 23 by 3mm. That's the dimensions of each tile or paving stone. So we'll work it out as from there, wouldn't we, really? Right, and then we have in here, leaving here, we have the glass for the windows, which is been cut, laser cut again. And I'm putting it out the bag if you can see that. Again, that's nice to have. A lot of kits don't supply you with anything like that. And we have a big box, or so you say, packet of laser cut wood. We have, I'll get these out and we'll go through them. All bits and pieces in here. Even supply with super glue. 3 tubes of super glue, which is nice to have as well. Always nice to have a supply of super glue. Yep, that's nice to have. And I think it's 8 sheets of corrugated roofing material. Again, I think it's that pewter lead, isn't it, the stuff, or something similar to that. That's quite firm, I see, so it's not that lead stuff, it's quite firm, that one. So it's more like a, I don't know, like a tin, I would say. We'll get one out and have a look anyhow. We'll get one out. Yeah, more like a tin. See, got the on there again. You can damage these up as well if you need to. Right, so I'll put those, as I say, there's 8 of those. It's obviously enough for the kit. I do have a little roller machine that I've got actually myself. I can make them as well. And I think I've got some of that, I'm sure it's pewter or something like that that you roll them out with, that you use for the material. And so they're all in Ziploc bags, and these are the shingles, or we would call them tiles. Individual ones, so I'll just get one out. Like a, yeah, not a cardboard, I don't know what they are. There's 2 there, is it? Yeah, there's 2 there. Like a cardboard, but a thickish cardboard, and that's what I say we have these as well. For the roof, for the roofing. Right, I'll leave that to the side again. It looks like plenty in there as well. Let's just pop that back in there. Go back in. Go back in. There we are. That isn't in yet. And you can see that bag is stuffed full of wood and plastic. We'll carefully take these out so we don't want to damage anything or lose any parts. So obviously these, like for the downspouts, or for the gap, there's a part that goes between the pipework, which goes between the 2 buildings. So we've got 2 parts of that, which is plastic. I'll leave that there. Where to start, where to start, where to start? We'll start at the beginning. That's usually the best place. And they're all labelled like sprues. They've got build. This is B. It's C, D. So we have windows and doors, and you can see we've got laser cut wood. Again, all nicely done. With Technology nowadays, isn't it? It's amazing these things that they can have now. Here we have, that's part of the gangway I was on about. Sort of the gangway, the where the pipe goes behind, I think, from that picture. I'll find a bigger picture and I'll post it as the thumbnail when we put it up. Right, so I'll just lay these flat. We've got plenty here, and again we've got more. We've got a big gate. It's even got that like a faded wood texture on there as well. It's quite damaged and things like that. Can we see? Sorry. You see what I mean? Probably wouldn't need to take much paint. I'd just wash them probably. Thin washes to bring that up. Different colours, like I do with my wood. And again we have another one with doors and frames and windows again. Okay, there's 3 buildings I think, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. These must be bases for them to stand on, you would have thought. We'll check that. I just play. Oh no, we've got brickwork there. It's easy enough to damage if you want to damage them. It's easy enough to damage just to chip them away with a little hobby knife. So that must be like a frame for something that you would have thought. And again, must be a frame for something. And again, more woodwork, more stonework. Again, which is nice. Again, detail is lovely, and they've got that raised texture on them as well from where the laser's been cut. It's really quite nice. You've got that indentation as well. You could also, if you really wanted to, you could say damage these as well, and it would work quite nicely. And again, we have more wood. Laser cut wood. Laser cut was obviously there's going to be a few identical sprues, and some of the stuff you're not going to have an interior detail at the moment unless you want to add it yourself. With 2 of those, don't ask me what they are, but again, it's all nicely done. And there's another one of them structures as well. More wood. Let's get some of these big bits out of the way. Yeah, these must be like the internal parts, I would have thought, with just no detail on them at all, so I would think that's what they are for. And we have parts with little bits of detail on them and some with none, but obviously when the kit builds up you'll understand why, where and what. It says number 3 on that one. There says both say number 3, so they're actually all got, so I just noticed that they've all got numbers on them as well, so that's good to see. Yeah. And again it's saying roof 2, start here with the roof. Like a jig, you would have thought, of some description maybe. And again more like frames, I would have thought. Roof 4, start here. Again, so that's for the other building likely. And again roof 3. Tells you again where to start with the roof. When we get to sort of the instructions, we'll have a look through it all, and we'll go from there. Then more tile work, more brickwork, and another one for roofing. Again, it'll all build up, and the wood's quite thick as well. It's not that cheap. You know, sometimes you get the laser cut wood is quite cheap and fragile. When you push it out it snaps. This is a decent thickness as well, which is nice to see as well. And we say more tile work, more brickwork, more frame stuff. These look like the sides of the building. Again, we don't know until we get to instructions. We have, you know, bits of brickwork. You can build it with the spackle on here. That's what this is for, I think. You know, so it's like all this is being chipped off. The spackle's lost off there, all the plaster and all that kind of stuff's come off there. That's what that's for. If I'm right, of course. More frame. And again we have the big buildings again. Here's the must be like what you add to the frame. And again, say they're all numbered 5 and 4, and you know they're all, which would make life easier, isn't it? As such. Again, we've got one of those, 2 of those, I think. This is the larger of the buildings, obviously, which is number 2. And they're identical. Well, not quite identical. But. Right, and then we have the instruction sheet, which we'll have a go through and we'll see what we've got. Right, I'll be giving you a layout of what we've got in the box. It's and 2 industrial pipes, that's what they're for, yeah, and all the pieces in the kit. Just like a normal model kit, you've got the blowout of what you need. You've got the corrugated roof, the tiles, all that kind of stuff. Put that back over there for now. Oh, it's a nice surprise. And we've actually got some decals as well. Yeah, got some decals as well for the walls, which is a nice touch again. That's really nice. Wasn't expecting that. And then we have a sort of an exploded exploded instruction sheet of where things go, and gives you the numbers as well, which is nice. Yeah, fairly straightforward. Yeah, that glue is for that. And the spackle, as I say, that's what it was for. It's for the hiding the bare wood and keeping the stonework of the brickwork available. So it looks a lot of wood, but when you look at the instructions you can see why, as all the individual parts are built up. Just sit and look at it, and it'll give you, you sit and look at it, so it gives you some idea of where things go. You don't have to build it exactly as it is. I'm sure we can scratch build parts and other bits and pieces and whatever, but to me I think I'll just build it straight out of the box. Straight out the box. Yeah, like a little idea floating around in my head for that. And we have some literature, is it? That's in German, which I don't read, unfortunately. I have to get it translated. Yeah, I have to get it translated into English of some description. Mind you, my English isn't that good. But yeah, it's going to build up into a lovely kit, and a lovely diorama as well. So I'll just pop all this back together. I say that's quite nice. I like the idea with these the decals as well. Adler, I've heard of Adler. So must be a German brewer. I'll just pop those back in there and that in there. And put those just back there for now. Yeah, so that's going to be a nice build eventually when I get round to doing it. I'm glad it's all labelled. It must be, tells you how to glue things and whatever. That's what the super glue's for. Again, it's going to be quite a high structure, that one, if that's the way it goes. Yeah, which it does because the window curves at the top. It's quite a high structure for the main building. And the other ones are not as tall, but yeah, that's very nice indeed. Again, thank you very, very much, Tristan. I really do appreciate it. It's amazing they're taking this how they do these You know, the laser cut wood is amazing. It really is amazing. There's plenty of wood, like. Plenty of wood. We'll try and keep it, we'll put all the bigger bits back as it goes, and then the smaller bits on top. I think that'll be easier. And there must be, yeah, obviously that's the roof, but you start there and work upwards instead of working downwards. Let's put all these here. We'll just put all these bits here. Yeah, so a little idea floating around in there. I'm sure something else will appear eventually as well. Yeah, something different, something very different. All these small parts, which we'll keep on the top as well. The English weather now has gone back to normal now. We're freezing our bollocks off. It's typical summer weather for us now. 1 minute it's sweltering hot, next minute it's cold. Yeah, I think we're like in high 20s or mid 20s last week. Sorry, last week. I think we're still going to get above 15 at the moment. So a lot of difference, almost like 10-degree change, and we've got a bit of rain as well. So back to normal, so we can start spraying and doing other bits and pieces now. So again, thank you very much, Tristan, for that kind gift. That will certainly come into use. I will look forward to building now, once I get my backlog out the way, what I want to do first as well, but this will be definitely one of the must-dos. So thank you again to my subscribers for stopping by and looking in. And so I'm getting some far forward with the Sherman. Started a bit of the PE work for the side skirts, and I had to bend all the individual brackets for the side skirts. They're all done. I've got to add them today, and I'll just keep plugging away, and when I get to a certain part I shall do a second update and show you where we've got to from there. So obviously it's Greg signing off, and we'll catch you very, very soon with the update on the Sherman build. Buddy build with me and Paul, who's building the 160 for Achilles, who's doing a fantastic job. Right, catch you later, chaps.